Hello, welcome to Tangel's Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. So, today's reading is going to be on Amanda Ungaro. So, if you have been paying attention to the news, somebody had a press conference the other day saying that they're not involved with the situation with Epstein. And they don't want anybody talking about their involvement. So everybody's like, why is she saying that? Like, what was the point of her coming out? Nobody was even talking about it. What's going on with that, right? So, who is Amanda Ungaro? Amanda is her longtime friend. And Amanda has been going through some problems with custody with her ex husband. And her ex husband, they claim allegedly, everything is allegedly, had her detained by ICE because he went to Brazil and took the son that they share away when she was awarded custody, and he's using other things, so he can get the child. And so now she's like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna tell on everybody because the husband is connected to what's going on over here. You can read it up for yourself. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's look into Amanda. Because previously I was looking into it and I'm like, and I gotta find something, the reading that I did on it, or if I did it with All in the Cards. I can't remember if we were doing it on a world reading or what. But anyway, it was like it's coming from inside the house. And and it was like, oh, so it's the wife. So it could be the wife, but could it be um because it was like somebody was gonna offer some type of deal, uh and she was going to pay, but it's like it was some other people. Okay, so let's look. So I want to see what's this, the world card coming out. Okay, so this is talking about completion, accomplishments, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving. But it means that you have completed one thing, and so that has to go to an end so something new can begin. Okay, so there's like a part of your life or circumstances has come to an end. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Okay, what? First of all, I got two questions I want to ask. So the first question is not about Amanda, but why did she come out? Why did MT come out and make that announcement when nobody wasn't even thinking about you connected to that? Okay, so nobody wasn't even talking about it. So why did you come out and make that announcement? Okay, so we have Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So you know I always start in the middle. And here is the Two of Pentacles, which is about priorities, time management, adaptability, and balancing decisions. But the Two of Pentacles talking about you trying to manage something, okay? And Pentacles, earthly things, things that's going on with that, right? So that means that you're trying to manage certain things. You're trying to put things in perspective. You're balancing things out. You're juggling something. So here you got two things that's going on that you're trying to balance out or keep in order. Okay. And then over here, you have the Five of Swords, which is the mental. Okay, and then this is talking about conflict and disagreements, the sneakiness, abusive relationships, etc. So with the five of swords next to this, what you're trying to manage something, you're trying to balance something out. Here is the conflict. So what you're trying to manage is some type of conflict that's there that you thought was over. Okay. So now we have the Seven of Cups, which is the opportunities, wishful thinking, choices, illusions, searching for purpose, and daydreaming. So this is the illusions that you may have. Okay. So with the Seven of Cups, it's like your emotions are involved. So when you have the Seven of Cups there, it's like sometimes it's like the illusion of a choice. So where you may think you have all these options, all of your options aren't always the best for you, but you choose your option based on how you feel in the moment. Okay? So that's why sometimes we make good decisions and sometimes we make bad decisions if it's based off our emotions, sometimes because our emotions kind of dictate the choices that we make. And sometimes our emotions make us feel the things that we're dealing with make us feel like something is the right choice when in actuality it's not. So here you have somebody trying to balance some things, put some things, handle it. Like I'm gonna get under control. I'm trying to handle it. I'm trying to manage something. Okay, and you're trying to manage something because, and it's relating to something, a conflict that we thought was resolved, that was over, because what the Five of Swords is talking about, you into a conflict, but people have stepped away. Because remember, I just said nobody wasn't talking about that. You brought this up. Now everybody like, what she? So the Five of Swords is a person who was in conflict with whoever or whatever, and people walked away from it. People stopped going back and forth with you, and so you think it's done, and you think, okay, now I'm good because now they done walked away. I won. But now you're trying to balance something that you thought was done, or we thought was done. And here is, you made that choice because you thought that was the best thing to do. So that's why we got this announcement. This is the best thing to do to manage how people are going to feel, because they already know what's coming. Maybe it was some type of discussion. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what else. Light ain't good. Let's see. So now we have the Judgment, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is the emotions surrounding the situation. Okay, so now with the Judgment card, it says the rebirth, inner calling, new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. So the Judgment card speaks about you coming to some type of realization about how things will be perceived, how you think about things, how you perceive things, how people perceive you, you judging yourself, people judging you, blah, blah, blah. So here is the Judgment card. Okay. So the Judgment card could be whatever the situation was. Okay. Something has happened. And whatever that was, and because of that situation, we come to some type of new perspective. We come to some type of new understanding of that situation or other people, whatever is going on with that, right? So here is, I see what you've been doing. I see what you've been through. And so this, based on what I see, based on what I observe, this is my new understanding of the situation. This is how I'm now seeing you. So for instance, somebody does something, so now the the way that somebody looks at me, the way they view me, has changed, or it has evolved to something greater or to something worse. So how are people going to view me or the situation? Or how do I view myself or someone else in the situation? Okay? So here we have that. Now, here is you trying to manage. Someone is trying to manage a, something, balance it, control it, okay? But it's based on how the perception would be. How are they going to perceive it? What is the how are they going to look at me now, okay, or in the future based on the situation, my actions or the things that I have done, whatever it is. So you're trying to manage the perspective that people will have of you. Now, here with the Knight of Cups. Now, like I just said, you thought something was done because this is the past. This is the past. You thought something was done because people walked away and nobody was talking about it. You thought it was over. You thought it was done. It's not, okay, because now it's coming back. So now you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is somebody bringing something forth to you. Usually, the Knight of Cups, like it says, is a romantic charm, imagination, beauty, knight in shining armor, following your heart, prince charming proposals, creativity. Okay, so it's basically a love offering. Okay, but it just means something is being presented to you from the heart. Something is coming from the heart of a person, of a situation. So now you have a battle that of the minds of here, that somebody, you thought the conflict was over, but now you have somebody bringing something forth, presenting something that is from the heart. So this is something that could be close to that person's heart, something that they feel deeply about, whatever it is, and they're bringing it forth, they're presenting it, but you thought it was done. And over here, you have the Ace of Cups, which is love, compassion, creativity, new feeling, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, and marriage. So that means it's bringing forth new feelings. Some new feelings have emerged here. So you have something else coming up relating to a situation you thought had passed. Okay. And now you're trying to make the best decision that you know how to make, even though you don't know if that's the right decision or the best decision or whatever, but you feel at the moment, based on what's going on at the moment, okay, because we can't see how things play out. So, based on the moment, that we think this is the best decision that we can make for ourselves to handle the situation, because new things are coming up. New emotions are going to come up from whatever the choices that we have made. This is based on something new being brought up again, and how people are going to perceive you. So how is somebody going to perceive me based on the thing, something that's going newly being brought up? So somebody is about to bring something forth or present something, presenting some information, presenting something. And how are we going to be viewed, or how am I going to be viewed in this situation? Okay, because now it's some new things are being brought up, some new emotions, new feelings are coming up. It's stemming from something new, okay? A new situation, whatever it is. Some new feelings right here. So somebody feeling some type of way. So now you feel like the way people looked at me before may have changed, because now they're gonna bring about a new light to what they thought of me before. Okay. So let's move on. So now we have the Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords. So Hierophant Institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bondage, mercy, wisdom, and trust. Hierophant is, I like to say, it's the old, long-standing traditions. It's traditions that, or ideas or things, situations, whatever you want to say, that has been in place for a long time, that people respect, that people look up to. Okay, we've been following this set of rules, or we've been following these laws, or we've been following these institutions, these thoughts, ideas, whatever, for a long time, and people, they have grown respect for this. Okay, so it is the rules that are socially approved. Rules, laws, tradition, whatever. It's something that has been in place for a while. Okay, so now we have that coming in. So now if you look at this card, you see this red here. I'm connecting that to the root chakra, and that is the foundation. Okay. So here you're trying to manage something of people's perspective, because it's going to change the way somebody looks at some type of position that has been in place, how they have been viewing you for a long time, the institutions, the I don't even know how to explain it, like the representation of an institution. So she's the first lady. So how people view that authority, like how they're gonna look at, like, oh, she's, he, they, whatever. They're not making that look good. Okay, so it's like the tarnishment of a situation. Okay, so now you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups, downs, and unpredictable. So something is changing. So something is going to change the situation or how something is being done. This is, like they say, the tables turn. The tables can turn for you or against you. Like you say, you see how what happened when them tables turn. So now this is the karma or the justice that you get from the things that you have done. So is it going to turn in your favor, or is it going to turn in somebody else's favor? Because this is coming off something that's being, is about to be presented about some conflict that was already behind you. So that means something that had already taken place. Now somebody is about to bring something else up, and it's going to switch the situation. It's going to turn and the fortune for someone. Now, who is it going to change the fortune for? Okay, this institution. And then also with this, it says rules and social approval. So that means how people, and it's right next to the judgment, the foundation of what people believe in. Okay, so it's going to change some things up. 15, 27, 3, 10. Okay, so now we have the Two of Swords. And here, difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. Okay, so here with the Two of Swords, once again, that's the mental. She's blinded. And so you can't make a choice when you don't want to see your options. Like with this card, it could mean that you're either blinding yourself or you can't see something. But it's basically the same thing. But one is more so of you intentionally doing something, or something that you just can't see yet. So it could mean blind justice or blind decisions. Not justice, but blind decisions. So I can't see the full picture. I'm blind. I can't see in order to make the choices that I need to make. So either the evidence or the that you need is not there, the information that you need is not there. So it's like I'm blind, I can't see what I need to see or find out what I need to find out in order to make a decision here. Or you're purposely blinding yourself so you won't see to avoid making choices. All right. So with this, it's like something is about to change. Something is about to happen here. So that's why she made this announcement, because you already see something that's about to happen. Now with this, see the two of swords with the ace of cups and the seven of cups. Okay. Like I said, with the seven of cups, it's like you have to make a choice, but you're making a choice based on that moment because you don't know. You think something is good for you, but it may not be because of the feeling behind it or the emotions behind it. And with the ace of cups, this is something that's been newly presented, something new happening. And so here is the blind choice. So that's why we're doing things either, like I said, we're making choices based on limited information, or we're not making no decisions because we can't see or we don't want to see it. So which one is it? So here we have things about the shift, okay, about the way people are viewing um, your position, I should say, or the thing that you are, the institutions that you are attached to. And here is somebody not wanting you to be able to see that. So could be trying to blind you to the situation, us, so we won't be able to make proper decisions because we're not seeing everything. Or because we haven't seen everything, we weren't able to make informed decisions. Okay, so we got that. So now we're going past that. So now we're going to go into Amanda. Okay, so first of all, let's just find out. I'm just going to pull a few cards on Amanda. I just want to see where I need to go. I think I know what I want to ask, but I want to see where I want to go first. So, does Amanda Ungaro, let's see, yes. Does Amanda Ungaro have information about MT and DT that is connected to Epstein, information that they don't want anybody to find out? So, does she have some information pertaining to that? Yes. Okay. So with this, yes, it's with the Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. So that means you, yes, because I work with these people, I've been around, been communicating, learning from these people. We've worked together, we've collaborated together because she said she'd been on that plane when she was 17 years old. So this means that you've worked with these people, you've learned with these people, you've dealt with these people, you've built things and gathered information. Okay. So yes, I have information because I was there, right? I've been working with them. I've been dealing with them. Okay. Everything is allegedly. So we have the Knight of Swords, High Priestess, King of Swords. Okay. So starting with this Knight of Swords, ambitious, action oriented, driven to succeed, fast thinking, independent beliefs. Okay. So, yeah, she has information, but with this Knight of Swords coming out here, this means that she's driven or doing something for a reason. And it's like she's ready. I think it says she already gave an interview somewhere, wherever she is. It hasn't aired yet since I'm making this video today. But anyway, so that means you're driven by something. Okay. Something is driving you to pursue something. Now, over here, we have the High Priestess. And this is the intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high morals. So this is somebody right here who has sacred information. They know stuff. They know what's going on. And they have a certain drive or something that's motivating them to pursue something with the knowledge that they have. Over here, the King of Swords is head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity, and authority. So that means even though I know stuff, I'm driven to do stuff, like I have a motivation. She has motivation, a reason to be doing whatever she's doing. And it's because she wants things to be clarified or the truth to come out about certain people and certain things. Okay. And she's not just out here just talking out the side of her mouth. She is being honest and truthful. And see, with the sword, that means I haven't struck yet, but I got the information that I'm ready at any time. That's why the sword is up and it's not pointed toward anybody or anything. It's up because now I'm in a position to where I know what I know, and I have information in my hand. I just haven't used it yet, right? But right here, you see in the middle, it's still up. It's still up. It's not pointing at anybody, but you are driven to do something. So she still got the information. I'm going to use what it is that I need to use. Okay. Or the information that I have. Okay, so now we have the Justice, Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So, justice, fairness, truth, clarity, equality, balance, cause and effect, and law. So, that's why she's driven for justice. Justice given, justice being received, or given for things to be fair. Once again, sword is up. So, y'all do what's right, or if I'm going to use this information, swords is mental and communication. So the sword is up. It's not targeted at any one person, but information in hand, and everything needs to be fair and balanced. Over here, Queen of Cups, compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. This is more of the motherly energy, but also, like I say, it's like I'll be quiet if you just give me what I asked for. But don't think you're going to just be doing everything and treating me any kind of way and I not say nothing because I got information. You know, I've been around. So I've been in the background not saying nothing, but I don't think that I don't have information in my hand. Okay. Because I've been over here taking care of, nurturing, holding on to, making things safe, this information that I have. Okay. But I can swiftly bring some justice because I got information because I was there with y'all doing these things. Over here, we have the Eight of Swords, which is negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. So that means you stopping yourself. Nobody, because of the Eight of Swords, this is more of a mental thing. Like you are the one that's holding yourself back. You're not, you feel that you can't do something, say something, do whatever. Nobody's telling you not to do it or nobody's stopping you. Even the binds that she has around her is loose so you can work yourself out at any time. So that means it's self-imposed. So that means she's holding her tongue for herself. And the blindfold is here. So I ain't saying nothing because I just act like I don't know. I don't see it. But I can at any time tell the truth. But I've been holding back on my own, not because nobody made me, but because it's something that I just chose not to do. I just act like I don't know or act like I didn't see it. But just know that I can, but I just haven't. So that's the self-imposed, meaning at any point in time, you can get out and say, communicate, do whatever it is that you want to do, but you holding yourself back from doing that. Okay, so all right, so now we have Temperance, we have the Lovers, and then we have the Chariot. So Temperance is the balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding, and meaning. So that means you're balancing some things out, healing, making things calm, cool, and collected. Okay. So we got the Temperance with the Justice and the Knight of Swords. So this is saying I got some in my hand to make things right. But how we going to fix it? How we going to bring it to a peaceful resolution here? How are we going to make it right? How are we going to fix this situation? Over here, this the Lovers. This is maybe that ex-husband, right? So we have love, harmony, relationships, union, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. This is the Lovers card. This is a harmonious relationship. Now, it doesn't have to be a husband-wife situation. It can be a business partnership. So somebody that you have some type of dealings, close dealings with, business partnerships, whatever. It's a partnership. It doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. It just means a relationship or a partnership that is built on both people getting what they want. So that means it's harmonious relationship, it's equal, give and take. Okay, so we have that with this Queen of Cups, which is that nurturing person, also somebody who knows certain things. So I know some things that I've been taking care of and holding. Okay, here because of the relationship or because both of us are getting something out of it, right? Over here, the Chariot it says movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. So this with the Chariot, see the black and the white, the here, black and white here. Okay. So with the Chariot, this means that you're ready to roll. Like, I'm ready. I just haven't left yet. I just haven't done anything yet. So that's just like somebody saying, get your stuff together. So when the Chariot is here, it means that you have or are in the process of preparing something or preparing yourself for something, a journey, a new adventure, whatever it is, the next step. Okay, but you haven't made any step forward to go through with it. So that's like you're planning on doing something, so you get everything up in alignment. I got all my ducks in a row. I got all my T's crossed, I's dotted. Everybody signed on the dotted line. I'm ready to go, but I haven't started the process yet. But I got everything, or I'm getting everything ready to go. So this just means you're ready, but see, these things, they pull in the chariot, they're sitting down. So they're ready. See, he's ready to go, but he hasn't said, let's go yet. So we haven't made any forward movement yet, but we are prepared to go. Everything is ready to go. I just haven't made the move yet. I just haven't started moving yet. So here is the pause before somebody go do something. Here's the lovers. And here's this, like, we need to balance certain things out. Okay, so you go look up what's going on with her and kind of explain that part. So here you have somebody like, I got the information. I'm going to use it if I have to. Because in all of these situations, the sword is up. That means you got it. You have the knowledge. You have the intellect, whatever the information. You just haven't used it yet, but you have it in your hand, but you're not using it to do anything yet. Okay. And with this justice here, same thing. See, it's balanced. You want it to be balanced. And you have the information because you want things to be fair. Be fair with me. I'll be fair with you. I ain't got to use what I know. If you just be fair with me, you know it. They know I got the information because I was there participating. And so goes back to the first one. Well, why are you making the speech? Because you was there too, and you was involved, and you trying to distract, and you trying to throw it off because you already see this happening. Okay. All right. So last question. Is the information that she had going to implicate MT and DT? And not necessarily directly. Okay. Not necessarily directly, but will it implicate them involvement with Epstein, situation? Yes. And it's yes here on this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, connection. So, yes, it can implicate you because you were in partnership. You were dealing with each other. Y'all had the same mutual attraction, connections. Okay. It was a partnership. And then the Two of Cups represents a partnership where everybody is getting benefits. So it's an equal partnership. Okay. Okay. So remember when I first started, that card came out? All right. So now we have the Eight of Cups. 8 and 8. So we have the Eight of Cups the Strength card, and the Knight of Cups. So here, the question is, will it implicate them? Okay, so here we have the Eight of Cups, disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, and leaving behind. So here is the Eight of Cups, and it is somebody is walking away from a situation. Okay. And in the Eight of Cups, to me, this is a moon, but it's also look like a solar eclipse because it looks like a crescent kind of moon. You know how the moon does a solar eclipse, and then you got the sun, the moon in front of the sun. So here, the Eight of Cups means that things look good, everything is gravy, but something is missing. Okay, something is not quite right, and we have to move on because it's for our best benefit, right? Kind of like that. That's what the Eight of Cups mean. Because people will say, "Well, everything is so going so good and everything is so gravy. Why did you leave? Everything seemed to be so good. Why did you walk away from that relationship? Why did you leave that job? You were making good money. Why you did this? Why you did that? Everything was going so good." And then and that person be like, "Yeah, but everything was good, but that type of situation." So it leaves you wondering why people leave or why people walk away. And so because you got the sun there, everything look good. Why are you leaving? But then you see that moon coming in front of that sun. That's how I see it. It may not be what it is, but that's how I see it. So what is happening is there's that moon usually means that some things are hidden that we don't know or that we don't see. Okay. And since the moon represents hidden things, secrets, and things that we don't know, hidden truths, it's taking over that sun, which is that joy and success and that happiness, right? So that's why we don't never be understanding why people be walking away from good situations because we see the sun, but the moon is now coming in front of the sun, and so now that person um, is walking away because all that happiness is being overshadowed by that emotion, that sadness, or whatever that thing is that's hidden that we don't see. Okay. So what this means is things look good, but that moon is working its way over the sun to block out the sunlight or the happiness that you may have. And some things that are hidden will now be coming to the forefront. And over here, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion. Now, with the Strength card, it's a woman with a lion. And usually this means that the woman is softly taming the lion. So the lion is supposed to be an aggressive type of, dangerous animal. But the way she's handling it to calm the situation, to calm the beast, so to speak, she's doing it gently. She's not being rough with it. And it's like she's calming that beast. So here you have this person who's calming the beast. And see, this lion has his tail between his legs. You know how to say you tuck your tail and run? So when that tail is out, that means that animal usually is alert, and they're exerting their dominance. So when that tail is tucked, it's like, oh, I gotta get out, I'm scared. So you're calming it down, and now you're exerting your power and strength over the beast, over the animal. So she is taking gentle control over this, right? So here you have somebody walking away. Like I said, because something's about to be uncovered. Because whatever that thing that somebody was trying to hide or that we didn't see or that we didn't know about or whatever, however you want to put it, it will now be overshadowed. That sun will be overshadowed by that darkness, those hidden things. And now you got somebody that was taming. So you had somebody, this is the past. So you had somebody that was trying to, oh, let's smooth the situation out. Let's tame it. Let's try to get it under control. Let's be in control over this situation. But now certain things gonna come out. Should probably be revealed, I should say. Okay. And then here you got the Knight of Cups, which I said is somebody is bringing something forth. So somebody is going to bring something to the forefront. It's coming because it's facing this way. It's coming. It ain't over here. It's coming. Before it was over here. It was coming. Over here, it's going. So here it is. So somebody has brought something forth. Something is being presented, right? The sun. So now we have the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Sun. All right. Nine of Cups, wishes come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. Nine of Cups would mean that you are in a place where you almost where you want to be. Like everything is going so good. I finally made it. But you see this 8 and this 9? Because remember what I said, usually with the 8 of Cups, it means that you have almost have everything you need, but it's something missing. And that's where that 9 comes from. Because now you've got it. So you had to walk away from something to get what you really want to be, to get to where you want to be, to get what you want. Here is the 9. So now certain things that were hidden has come to light, has been revealed, however you want to say it. And now somebody is getting almost to where they want to be. They got what they wanted. Okay. Somebody got what they wanted here. Now, over here, we have the 7 of Cups. The past, 7, 8, 9. So, like I said before, the 7 of Cups is you making choices based on that moment. So the things that you did were based on the moment. Maybe you thought you made a good decision, but you probably did. You probably didn't. Depends on the outcome and depends on what you chose. Okay. So, and sometimes our choices ain't the best because of the illusion that we may be in at the time. So here is somebody think they are controlling and taming something. So they think they made the best choices that they could make at the time. They think that they did a good thing. The choice was good, right? They were able to tame some things, manage some things, take control of that beast. You know, I ain't got to worry about it. Everything's under control. And then now we have the Sun card. The Sun card, positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well, right? So everything is good. I'm successful. Things are shining good. Like I'm in the limelight. Everything is looking good. Coming up roses. Everything is good. Everything is copacetic. Okay. So now we have right here something being presented. Then we have the Sun card. So that means whatever is being presented is going to be related to the goodness, the success, right? But the other thing is with the Sun card. The Sun card is success, but the Sun card also highlights things that needs to change. Because like it'll be a situation to, like, for instance, you with a group of people, and all of y'all, like, we all came up together, we all struggled together, whatever, however you want to put it, and then you start getting more and more successful, and then the higher you go, you lose the people around you, right? Because then you start to see certain things. Let's just say you start to see how this person is treating you, or how that person act. Oh, every time this happened, this person always trying to throw a monkey wrench in to mess me up. Or every time I go over here and I do this, I always fall short. Or, oh, now I'm here and now I see what it is that I need to do to change some of my ways. So even though things are good, sometimes in those good times, it shows you in your success and in your happiness, it shows you what needs to change around you, or who you need to move from around you, things that you need to change from within yourself. That also comes with that Sun card, which is next to this Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, it's saying everything is good. I'm almost where I want to be. I'm almost to the sunlight. The sun, number 19, which could be the trauma that comes with that as well. So the abundance here. So things could be going well, could be the illusion of things going well, but sometimes in the choices that we make and in the things that we do, when we get to where we want to be, we kind of see that now certain things are being highlighted. So sometimes also with that is you can be grimy with certain people, but the higher you go and the more light is being shined on you, you can't do certain things anymore. You got to, now you can't do certain things. I can't be grimy like I used to be grimy, because now everybody watching everything that I do. The more successful I get, now everything is going to be highlighted. I don't want to lose in my success, so I got to watch out. Three of Cups, friendship, celebration, collaboration, creativity, community, and happiness. Ace of Cups in the Fool. So here, Three of Cups, celebration, joy. Now the question was, do she have information about the involvement? Yes, because they were working together. See, everybody thought everything was good. They thought they had everything under control, but now stuff's starting to come out, and people thinking they where they wanted to be, and I done did all these things, and everything is copacetic, everything is good. But now certain things are coming to the light that you didn't think was a bad choice back then, because you thought you had it under control. You thought you was able to do whatever you wanted to do. But now certain things are being highlighted. So now here we got the Three of Cups, the celebration. Everybody in there together. Everybody thinking everything good. Everybody celebrating. Everybody happy, right? Everything is happiness here, right? But right behind here, we got people walking away. Why are they walking away if everything's so good? Why are they trying to separate themselves? Why are they leaving? Okay? So, that's it, 20. 17, 20, 19, 16. So if everything is so good and you celebrating and everything is good, y'all working together, everybody in community. This means community. That means that you're around like-minded people. Just like this is. Y'all all in there together. Everybody celebrating, everybody into the same things. You in community with everybody. Everybody's being successful. You got everything under control. Nobody is seeing what's going on. And then right here, we got the Ace of Cups, which is the overflowing of emotions, but it also new feelings, something that's new happening, a new creation, something that you created from the heart, coming from the heart, overflowing with emotions, heartfelt emotions, however you want to put it. Okay. And then we got the Fool here, which is once again new beginnings, start of something new. The Fool is somebody who is starting on a new journey in their life, something that they've never experienced before, never done before, something that you're new to, and you going in blind. You don't even know what everything is about yet, but you're ready to get into it. You're ready to go start on this new adventure. That doesn't mean that um, you're not aware of certain things. It's just like I've done this in my life. It's like you get a new job. You kind of know what the job is about, but it's something new for you, or you never done this job before, and now you're stepping into a new field. Whatever. It's something that's new to you, something that you've never done before. You're going in naive and blind, but you're ready for it. Ready for this new phase in your life. Okay. So we're gonna have to read this backwards because you got information on these people, but see, people were in here doing things they thought was good. But as it goes on, we see that it's not as good as it was or how we thought it was. Because now that we into it ain't so good. And now we're getting like we're seeing what was happening. Because when people all into there together, you know how people have group mentality. Everybody doing the same thing, everything is okay. But then when you have people coming on the outside and saying, what the heck y'all doing in there? And so people look at that different because that's an outsider looking at what you're doing. And so now it ain't all gravy. So now we can't let every outside know what we're doing because they're not in agreement with this. And that's not necessarily about Epstein, that's anything. So when you have a people into Lego blocks, whatever. Okay, then y'all all into it. And you got somebody, what the heck y'all doing with Lego blocks? So it don't seem right to other people. But when you in a group of like-minded people, everything is fine. Everything good. We all thinking the same. We all doing it. We into the same stuff. But then when it start getting exposed and people like, what the heck they doing? Then then people feel some type of way. Then you gotta start going and hiding and doing stuff in secret. You don't want nobody. I ain't gonna really talk about it. But anyway, so at first you get into certain things and it's good. So now we see allegedly about what's going on because I'm like, what is she talking about? But now this is the question of why she made her speech. This lady who was her friend over 20 years, so it ain't like she can't say you. I don't know her. Y'all been friends over 20 years. Okay, so so this person got key information to what's been going on, and they know this. Okay, so you can leave your comments in the comment section, and thank you for watching. Thank you.